on my life, I'm back. My first video of the day. What day is it? It's Tuesday. I've got Dale in the yellow, Yodel in the red. Hol and I have just had them over at Mel's. Hol did some groundwork with Yodel, which was really interesting. And if you've not seen her video, don't know whether she's posted it live yet, of Yodel and her wonkiness and how she got on with Rachel Hamer. It'll be well worth having a look at. That's if she's posted it. So I did some ridden work with Doutzen, which was really lovely. My therapy time. Won it down, and you were lovely. And it just shows that even if I only ride her once a week or once a fortnight, the groundwork that she's done has worked wonders for her. Anyway, I've made a very brave, hopefully not silly decision that we cut the grass tonight. So I'm really, really hoping and praying that we do get a really dry day tomorrow with plenty of wind. The forecast isn't so great for the day after, but I'm hoping that it's wrong. Other people around here are cutting, so I'm going with the trend. Don't usually like to go with the trend, but it needs cutting. So we're just going to do the 9-acre field for now, and then we'll leave the 14-acre field a little bit longer. There's Holster. She's just put Uber out, who was squealing at the girls earlier. Oh, do I get a thumbs up?
Not for you, one's for
Not for me?
One's for Doutzen, one's for Yodel.
Oh, can I have a thumbs up as well?
They're neon orange fingers that were actually meant to be red.
They were supposed to be red.
They were advertised. This colour was advertised as red. This is not red.
Yeah, you're going to have to change into that colour now, Yodel. Can I pass them over to you, because I've got to now go and speak to Andy and Tamara in the boys' field about all the digging work. Okay, there's no going back now. Philip's down there cutting. We had a long conversation earlier about whether it was the right thing to do. Let's hope I've got it right. Okay, it's looking better than I thought. It looked a lot more dead when I was looking at it, when it was standing up. The ground's still very wet under here, but hopefully with 20-degree heat forecast for tomorrow, this will dry out enough, but you can see how wet that is. So it's going to need scaling out several times. So hopefully Philip's going to be able to do that for us a couple of times over the next few days. Otherwise this is going to be far too wet to bale. So let's just hope that forecast is right and we get a bit more wind to help it dry out. That's it. It's all down. And the wind's picking up. Meanwhile, up in the boys' winter turnout, and their summer turnout to be honest, although they're in Muddy Pool over there at the moment, over there. Oh, can I point? There we go, there they are. This has stressed me out quite a lot. Vince has done an amazing job down here, but there's been so many different discussions about the right kind of level to have here. Now, I'm no expert on groundworks, but yeah, this is, you see, like I've said before, I can visualise things, but then I just like to see them finished. I don't like to see them in the process. All these great big piles of soil, and this is all just getting levelled out or dug out, because then we need to put about 3/4 foot of big stone like this that we had in here over the winter down, and then we need smaller stone on top that has to be compacted down so that it doesn't all sink in and get boggy. So I believe in an ideal world it would have been best to dig it down about 1.5 feet, but that was traumatising me because it's a really big area, and I thought that's going to end up costing thousands and thousands and thousands in stone, which is really annoying when you actually are on a farm that's built into stone, because it was like becoming a great big crater that we needed to fill. I finally got a quote today for some field shelters, or a big open field shelter that we're going to put here. The first company I contacted, and I'm not going to name them, after being chased probably about 6 times, never got back to us. So I found another company, sadly it's not a local one, but they do work nationally, who got back to me straight away. The quality of their field shelters are amazing. So it's going to be a mobile field shelter because we're in the national park. It's got to be something that's mobile, because otherwise we have to go through the whole planning application thing. So the idea is that we'll put it here, but if we need to move it to a different area, then it's on galvanised skids, so we will be able to do that. There's Nero, he's had a night in. Here's Annie, who she and I are going to go out this morning for a little trip round the lanes with Hol on Yodel. And we've got quite a lot going on today. There's Hida just coming out of the barn. But today we have Quattro flooring arriving. And they're going to be putting the rubber matting in this stable. In this stable. And in Bessie's barn. We got Micah here. I'm going to lead her off Annie. Holly's over there with Lisa. She's just fly spraying Yolanda because we've got the sunshine today. There's Hoitsy Poitsy and the albino up the top. Jubbers is just waiting to go back in his field over there because he gets taken away while Hoitsa has breakfast. Little floppy do.
Oh shit, really?
But it's really sad because Lisa's going today. But we'll hopefully see her back very soon.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's coming back.
She's definitely coming back.
Because we're blackmailing Vince into bringing her back.
Okay. I won't ask what you're blackmailing him with.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, let's not.
Jodie.
Oh, okay. And then here's Annie. So Annie's actually having her first session out with me since her cranial sacral session with Rachel the other day. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how she feels and whether she feels any different. But she's busy falling asleep there. Look, Micah wants to walk with Yodel, not with Annie. Oh my. Yeah.
Send the claws across.
No, she wouldn't, would you, Mai? You're just happy to be out, aren't you?
If she would get angry at me because I do it wrong, I wouldn't do it like how you do it. It wouldn't be okay.
So I have to say I'm a little bit shocked with Annie. Well, no, not shocked, that's the wrong word. I'm impressed. I'm surprised. So she walked down the hill, which she's always struggled with hills, but she walked down much freer than she usually does. So whatever it was that Rachel was doing with her during her session, I think it has had quite a dramatic effect on her. So it's going to be really interesting for her to work through all of them over the next couple of months. It's quite busy around here today because the race course is prepping for another race day. Oh, Micah, that's not a good look. Oh, that's better. Your ears are forward now. So it's all very busy. But these guys won't mind going around the village, will they? Will you mind, Hol?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
Offended.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we have Holly Bobs and Tracy in Cartmel, and I've just met them. And I was on my way up to see them anyway. And so I've just met them, and I'm going to have to run up now because there's Holly. There's Holly not running, but sitting on a horse and letting the horse do all the work.
I should be running with her.
Whereas me, I'm training for our next lake run.
Yeah.
Because
Which lake run is it?
we don't know yet.
Okay.
Pick a lake. The small lake.
Small lake. So can we just run round the pond?
No, we're not running around the
Run
pond.
round it 10 times. Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we run on Rydal water?
Oh, I like riding.
Yeah?
As long as I don't have to run round it, I don't mind.
No.
You can run round whatever you like.
Absolutely. Okay, absolutely not, Tracy. So I'll sign out and I'll go and do my run and leave Holly on her horse there.
Who is Yolanda, which you knew, didn't you?
Oh, and this is Holly on Yolanda, of course. I knew that, of course. They're all just black to me. No. I still haven't learnt.
Black. And he's got her grey highlights. You know, a bit like me, grey highlights.
Oh,
Micah,
beautiful.
I don't know. Hello, how are you? And Micah doesn't have any distinguishing features other than that superior look about her.
She's just beautiful. Okay, so Annie's like me and got grey.
And me.
And
Yeah.
you're blonde. And Micah's just as she is.
Yes, Micah's superior.
She does have a little white spot on her bum.
Yeah. She does. And Yolanda's just huge.
Yolanda, she is, isn't she? She's so beautiful.
She's very regal.
Just like Holly Bobs.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, right, I'm signing out because I've got to run. Bye.
So you can see who was the other side of the camera there. It's Anne. It's me. Look, Holly, you're going to run with Anne. Be amazed if she goes past Micah. Do we need to run quicker? Do we need to run quicker? No, we. Yeah. Okay. Right. Come on then, Hol. Oh, Annie. Oh, Annie. It's very exciting. So Quattro have apparently arrived while we're out. So Frey just called me and let me know. So they're going to be getting started on Bessie's barn. Oh, Micah doesn't want to go anymore. They're all so good, aren't you, beasties? Yeah. Look, she's managed to overtake us while the lorry went past, so we're going to have to catch up with her now. Look, Freya's heard us coming. We've got Quattro here already. All geared up, ready to go. Good morning. Hi Tush, say hello to everyone on YouTube. While I've got Annie stood here after a hack, a lot of you will know that she's got very, very sensitive skin. You can see even up around her eyes here. She's got rubs, you know, she gets sore bits on her ears. One of the worst things is she gets these lumps and bumps over her chest. So we've tried all sorts of lotions and potions over the years, and I talked in an earlier video about doing salt therapy with her, which I know would be of benefit, but I'm a great believer that, you know, you have to heal from the inside out, and it's something that I've been meaning to look at for years. More at what we feed them, because I myself am very conscious about not eating anything processed, and I've said for a long time that I need to look more into what we're feeding the horses. And don't get me wrong, the feed that we've had them on, you know, they've done really well on, but I do wonder whether the sort of additives and fillers that are used on some of these products are what's causing some of the skin issues that we have with the horses. I could be completely wrong. We are just going to have a play around with a few different types of feed that have been made without any kind of chemicals, without any kind of fillers, and just see if to start with that helps settle down some of Annie's skin and some of Micah's skin and probably Uber. So we'll probably start those three first of all. So because I know that Annie doesn't need a lot of calories, I've opted to start with this Thunderbrooks product, and I don't have any endorsement with them. You know, it's just something that I'm going to try to see how we get on. But what I love about it is it's molasses free. There's no genetically modified ingredients in it. It's free of alfalfa and soya, and it's free from chemically treated straw. So they do their best to produce this without any kind of chemicals or influences from basically processed and genetically modified ingredients. So I'm no expert on feed, you know, and I've tried various ones over the years. I used to feed a feed from Germany up until Brexit and the pandemic, and then moved on to another one that, you know, a lot of you have very kindly been supporting us with. But, you know, I'm just going to keep the experiment open to you all. I know other people who've had a lot of success with health issues through changing their horses' feed. So we're going to give it a go ourselves now, and hopefully it works as well for the horses as it has done for me and certainly Jodie over the years. Hole's on coffee duty.
I am.
Yeah, because we've got Chris and Aidan here. Chris isn't doing feet today. He's coming back on Monday. I'm going to hold him to that. But he's just doing some measurements for the gate that's going across here. So as you may remember, we got that wonderful grant that's going to go towards having some beautiful gates in Chris's design on here. And then they're also going to be building a stable door for Bessie's barn that you can see here has the mats in place, and they just need to be sealed now. So it's all looking good. So Aidan and Chris are going to be making Nancy's gate and then double stable doors here to go on Bessie's barn. So that's going to be done first. And then Nancy's gate will come a little bit later. Meanwhile, Quattro is still working in the barn. Angel Eyes is getting a tail wash.
I'm going to tie a leg shave because he's itchy.
He is quite itchy, isn't he?
But everybody, we have a blunt blade, which is never good. And it's probably our fault for blunting it because, you know, we don't always wash their legs first because time. Anyway.
What do we have a blunt blade on, Hole?
The clippers, Tracy. Everyone else was keeping up, you know. You were the only one that won.
Well, it was just for anyone who wasn't. Anyone who's a bit like me and is a bit slow.
Sorry to everyone else who was keeping up here. So on the clippers, the blade is blunt. And if you'd like to help us de-blunt the blade, well, you can't actually help us do that, but you can, if you'd like, to de-blunt the blade so that it actually trims. You can purchase one off our wish list, which I'm sure Frey will have added by the time this video comes out.
Or I could get the one that we've got sharpened.
Yeah,
but equally we do need a spare blade for when that one's being
again.
sharpened.
Because otherwise I can't shave Tracy's head.
No, you're not going to shave my head.
Yeah,
I think
I
we
am.
shave your head first.
No, because I dyed my hair black. You've never modified your hair. So I think if anyone's head should be shaved, it should be yours.
Okay. Speaking of shaving, I did take some more hair from Hannes's tail earlier to send to Angela because she's doing more horsehair charms. Some silver horsehair charms. And that's what Hannes thinks of it. He's trumping. So Tush and Glenn are done for the day. And we've just been... Oh, Hole's making herself at home already.
Look at this.
This is really impressive because when they've got straight lines to work with, it's great. But what did they say about this bit?
So this is the Himalayas. The Great Himalayas of Greenbank. Because we like to make everything as complicated as possible for any builders, workmen, tradespeople, anyone who fixes anything here. We like to make it additionally difficult, so our walls are wonky and bendy and crooked, just like us and the horses.
I'm not bent and crooked. Are you bent and crooked? Yeah, most of the horses are a bit crooked, aren't they?
I think, no, because when you ride, doesn't your left leg...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But what a great job they've done cutting the mats round. This bit of rock in here, because everything's built into the rock. And this is going to make such a difference to winter.
Oh, it is.
Feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase. Sun is shining brightly, sky so blue and clear. With every breath I take, I'm grateful you are near. So grateful, yeah. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the tears.